Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, bringing you a game of Demolition on Summit. So Summit's one of my favorite maps on this game. One, I often tend to have good games on it, and two, it just feels, I don't know, something about it's not that balanced, which is usually something I like. I have a strong preference for having the side that we're on now, and usually if it's domination in particular, where you have to run in that building in the middle, one of my first priorities is to flip the spawn and start spawning from the side that we just got luckily here. Now, what just happened there is I was pretty sure there was a guy looking down the path there, and, I don't even like to engage in fair fights in this game. It's my preference to have some sort of cover all the time and make sure that they're coming to me, just like this. But there, I think the opposite would have happened. There was a guy set up on the path, and that was that. So, little note about Demolition on this map. For both of these bombs, there's high ground to be occupied. Right now I have the high ground occupied against the A bomb, and on the B bomb, we usually call it top C dom. I don't know if there's a better name for those balconies. We're still getting our callouts kind of worked out. But if you can establish top control on this map, then you're going to do really well. And here they are. You see, they just feed into me. That's, by the way, if I had noticed that this gun I picked up had extended mags, I probably wouldn't have retreated to reload right there. But yeah, that's the first round. That's all I really do here in the first round. I establish top control by alpha, guard it, and make sure that they can't get the defuse, and that goes like that. So now I'm working my way over to Bravo. And I think what happens is they start calling in care packages. We'll see. That claymore I have there in front of me, it might seem like this is just a cheap camping claymore tactic. But when you have top control and your back is to that door, that's a major traffic area for people who are coming towards there. And yeah, talk about that in a second. This guy just had the right weapon for the situation. There's nothing I could do. But so good play by him, I suppose. So yeah, that claymore protects my back when I establish top control over the A-bomb, and that's something you want to do. By and large, I prefer claymores to motion sensors, and a large part of that is that I feel happy to abandon my claymore. I can drop a claymore in a nice traffic area, and here I'm going to get these guys. I can drop a claymore in a traffic area, and I'm completely fine just, walking away from it and knowing everything is cool. Motion sensor, typically Claymore is like the total camper piece of equipment that you'd want to run. But I feel like motion sensor is that in this game. Because once you walk away from your motion sensor, it's completely worthless. It doesn't help your teammates. It doesn't help you. It doesn't do anything. And I find picking it up and putting it down to be somewhat of a dangerous activity. So I think I run Claymore in every single one of my classes. And then when I run competitive games where they're not allowed, they can't tell what you're running, so I just make sure never to plant it. And hey, there's my care package bomb. I just make sure never to plant that claymore, and it doesn't cause anybody any trouble. So it's a real pain to remove claymores from your classes in this game. It's easy to change them, but it's hard to set it to nothing, which is what typically you need to do from competitive games. So yeah, in this game, usually in Demolition, I have a preference for one bomb over the other. And the way we work it is, one bomb will be right in their spawn, and the other bomb will be the one that's easy to plant. So we go for the hard one first, and our rule of thumb on our team is that, I wonder if I would have won that gunfight. Our rule of thumb on our team is that if it gets to be 1 minute left in the game, you switch your attention over towards the easy bomb, get the time extension, and then push forward. I'm told that at the higher levels of competitive gaming, the 1 minute's not enough, that you have to allow yourself a little more time, even for the easy bomb. But for pub matches, 1 minute always seems to work fine with us. In general, we're kind of finding our Black Ops groove. In Modern Warfare 2, we were at this point where things would always go really well for us. And if we ran against unpleasant people in the lobby, then all we'd have to say is don't leave. And we'd whoop them up in the game for a bit or two, and they'd eventually quit out, and that was great. But in Black Ops, I'll say 2-3 weeks ago, it didn't feel like that. I really wasn't feeling my Black Ops groove yet, and that's starting to come. There was a time when I was There was a time when I was having difficulty getting games that were even worth saving in Black Ops, and now I'm getting 5, 7 a night, and maybe I'll have to raise my standards so I don't get so many. But yeah, things are going better in Black Ops. We might have lost one game in the last couple days, so we're kind of back on our Modern Warfare 2 like groove again, and that's pretty cool. In terms of kill streaks, napalm is huge. I think I did this video on when to re-roll a care package, and I noticed that the game places a really high value on napalm, and I do too. I feel like in terms of how many, look at this gunfight I lost. I thought he was planning and that I didn't have to be quite as fast as I really had to be, so my mistake. But I call him out and someone else cleans him up. In care packages, napalm comes pretty infrequently. That they treat it like they would a higher kill streak, and I kind of agree with the care package ranking more so than the kill streak ranking. And what that means to us is that for the effectiveness that you get out of a napalm, it's pretty easy to learn, and that's pretty cool. So here I'm kind of trying to establish this, thou shalt not cross line, and from this position I can stop them from getting to B, and I can stop one of the paths to Alpha, and that helps a lot. So even though I didn't get any plants, I killed a couple guys who were trying to plant, got some call outs, and we win this game just like we're supposed to. So anyway, that's Demolition. If there were any takeaways from this, it was plant the hard bomb first, switch over to the easy one in about a minute. Napalm's a really effective kill streak for how easy it is to earn, and establish the high ground on Summit, and you'll do well. One last thing I wanted to call out. The previous video from this one, I think it was called Christmas Sluts. I did this, what was hopefully a funny riff on all the women and guys, hooking up together in these Christmas songs. So for part of it, I went off as if I had caught my wife kissing Santa Claus, and I got a lot of messages and a lot of comments in the box worried about the state of my marriage. So have no fear. Everything is okay. I didn't actually catch my wife kissing Santa Claus, or any other guy for that matter. She and I have been together for 19 years now. There's never been any trouble like that, and I don't think that there ever will be. So don't worry about me. Everything is cool. It was just funny. So have a nice day.